on my fucking screen.
Oh.
Fuck my screen. I'll turn it off right now.
Damn.
He's saying stupid shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
I don't know. You guys don't want the table to show or anything, so maybe you don't want nothing to really.
I'm just laughing,
Show.
bro, because everything's funny right now.
Let's go and take it.
Yo, we were on a nice rant, bro. We were on a nice rant. It was going good.
Fucking
And then
technical difficulties.
Everything got fucked up. The camera dies. We got different angles with different qualities.
Oh.
Using fucking androids and
Mike kicks his feet, starts a fire. I feel a fire starting right beneath me.
So you're warm. You're good.
I'm good. I'm chill. George's a little gone.
whatever.
Your shoulder. Get
You
close. Oh my
fucking
god.
said that for you. Get the fuck closer.
Yeah,
Make
there you
your
go.
ass toast in this fucking ear.
Oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice.
Fucking toasties.
We're mentioning that Ludacris did the rap and everything, and then the camera died, and then after that we mentioned a little bit about
Oh, that's awesome.
Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel.
about just everyone just like reacting to it so far. I don't know, man. Like I said from the very beginning, I see no reason to lie here. You know what I mean? I see no reason to lie. To me, I think Cat has taken the most risk. What reward does he really gain other than exposure? He could have said nothing, and I think just being on that kind of platform, you're going to get the exposure. And even if he did, maybe he could have just been like low key with the names and still said the same messages. There were different ways of saying it, and he was just like,
But he chose to say the names.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was just being honest, in my opinion.
Well, yeah.
Like
I
let's
feel
mention
like you
something.
wouldn't name drop
just
if
think-
you weren't being honest.
Yeah, it's a big risk to name drop.
Yeah, and I was also gonna say, like, let's mention as silly as it is, like the thing you said to before the
You want me to bring it up?
the book.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like-
So, I think it was Cap. I understand where he was exaggerating with the books. He mentioned that he read 3,000 books in 1 or 4 years, one of them. But let's say it's 4 years. That's like 2.5 books a day. So if you miss a day, it's like 4 books the next day, just to hit just to hit 3,000.
I think
maybe it's just exaggerating.
exactly.
But the 3,000, if that's the actual claim, that's Cap. I'll rest on that.
I mean, that's definitely. I think you're right on small like little topics like that he specifically said. I think he might have exaggerated the number just to make
He was
himself
in the moment.
Yeah.
just to make himself sound smarter, and he was drinking. You know.
No, yeah, true. But
So-
I think he's well read.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
I mean, the dude was articulating his words nice. The way he fucking said things, like he just made you want to listen
He
more.
put on a show with it.
And it was funny.
Yeah, bro.
It was
He's doing
yeah.
comedy in there.
Yeah.
He's doing his little voices. Shannon Sharp.
Yeah.
Like, I was dying. It was really good to me. It was just he knew, like, even with the truth, I have to entertain you because that's who I am, and to let you know maybe also like he had his third agenda. I'm still funny, motherfuckers. You're gonna laugh here, and if you laughed here and I'm still selling shows, come back. Even though they blacklisted me, come back. This is where I use this outlet to get you guys come to listen to me, because you can tell I know how to articulate my words, structure it. And he was saying a line like, I don't just appeal to black people, I appeal to white people, I appeal to anyone that thinks comedy is truly funny. I appeal to them. He's like, they know funny, and I'm just a person giving that I'm giving that access to perform this in this high spectacle that he put himself in.
Well, I think after seeing this, I didn't see the entire thing, probably two hours or so, but I definitely want to watch his comedy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
definitely-
never really watched his comedy before.
This comedy's pretty good.
Damn.
Why
I know
is
it
it so
feels.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm fucking yawning.
You tired?
Look at his eyes.
Oh, your eyes really fucked up. Bro. Your left eye's fucking gone. It's in like Cinco world. Holy fuck.
Cheers.
Yeah, I definitely think that I'm gonna start watching his comedy too. He definitely seems like an intellect. He seems like a man of knowledge and wisdom, and someone to listen to.
And you mentioned his family's Jehovah's Witness, right?
Well, that's why. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
he said. His family.
Holy shit.
Well, his parents, I guess.
That's crazy. How he left that. How his goal was like the things he said, man. You're right. He was pushing God to a high agenda, and he didn't need to do that either. I'm telling you, man. It's 2024 is the year of the woke. And what did his chain say again?
Folk woke.
Yeah. What does
Folk
that mean?
woke.
Do you know?
I don't
Fuck
know.
woke.
No, not fuck.
Folk
I
woke.
feel
I
like
didn't
instead
read-
of
I didn't
putting
read
fuck
into
on
it.
the
Oh,
the
you think that's
chain.
what you think?
yeah, so it rhymes like folk woke instead of fuck woke. It
Like
doesn't
fake-
rhyme.
Oh,
No,
okay.
there's a meaning.
He's googling the meaning.
Oh, I don't fucking
No,
hold on.
no,
wait.
I
Oh
got
yeah,
curious.
no. Like I like the chain. Definitely, everyone says they're woke, but I feel like he's here to like expose them. Like he mentioned Steve Harvey a lot, saying, "Oh, he said he has to work." You remember how he says like Kevin Hart and all of them say they work a lot, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit."
Wait,
Um,
I think I know probably what it means.
Go ahead.
It's the woke
Look,
folk.
Yeah, but you got to read the chain folk woke, like the folks are woke.
yeah, this is wrong, guys. This is wrong.
What?
You put the woke folk. It says the woke folk are predominantly
It is the woke folk.
middle class and relatively wealthy. No, I think it's folk woke
Is
actually.
it?
But he searched up the woke.
No,
folk.
no, no, no.
It makes sense both ways.
Yeah.
What did I search?
Yeah.
The folk woke.
Oh,
I searched it right, but
Oh,
it came
and
up the other way. Are you wrong and I'm right? Suck it.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what his chain means.
Yeah, like he's one of the folk woke. Like he's one of them.
Yeah, but he's saying it's the woke. No, the internet's saying it's the woke folk.
Well, that's what.
well, that
Urban-
definition, I don't know if he's claiming to be that.
That middle-aged white man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whatever. We can sit here
yeah.
and decipher this all night.
I think his whole goal with it, he was saying, "I'm the real woke person, and everyone in this big media that got into a high position, and you feel like really didn't put in the work. Those are the fake motherfuckers. Like those are the people." Man, he mentions a lot of big names: Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Chris Tucker. He mentions who else did he mention?
Is Aaron part of that?
No, Aaron's not part of it.
Okay, that's
He
not-
mentions Rogan a little bit. Rogan's friends.
He's like Joe
Harvey
Rogan wouldn't have
Weinstein.
me. Hogan wouldn't want me on this podcast. That's what he said.
What?
Yeah, he's like.
We're gonna have that.
Which is crazy though,
Yeah.
because Rogan follows him on Instagram and stuff. But then
Well,
again,
he's
what does
saying
that
the
mean?
content, like the content of Joe Rogan's podcast, like it wouldn't fit for him to go on there
Actually, I think it would.
and be his.
I think it'd be
Rog-
really interesting.
Yeah, I think-
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Rogan,
I think that's what he
Rogan's,
said.
Rogan's
Rogan-
all about like contradicting everything the government does. And I feel like who are the people that are in power? People in high positions are usually government officials, or they're really, really wealthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which usually have a high, touch with political people. But I don't know, man. I think him and Rogan would be amazing. It'd be a great
Yeah,
fucking.
I think it would be great.
Like Rogan was
Yeah.
one of the first people calling out COVID. Not saying that it was fake, but it was fake in the way it was killing people.
Yeah.
I think it's all.
He had questions
Yeah.
about it, and he has the platform to voice his opinion.
like what
And
they
get
were.
someone else's.
He says they were pushing the COVID shots, but he doesn't believe that it could have got created that quick.
Yeah, like it was already planned.
Yeah, like
Yeah, so they had the vaccine. They made it look like a couple of months, but they kind of really had it, and probably was just making enough to give to people.
I mean,
In
bro,
that time, they were saying, "Oh, we're still trying to develop," but let's not get into that.
Yeah,
We're gonna
well,
divert too
like
much.
we're saying, bro. Like it's 5 days in. There's so much crazy shit happening.
Yeah,
5 days in, and like the world is completely. Like I said before, man. I think God's people or people that truly are tired of this devil shit are just waking the fuck up, bro.
they're trying to push a God agenda. I wanted to say
Christ
that
is
before.
king, yo. You're not even allowed to say that no more.
Yeah, bro. Remember when where you couldn't
Really?
even wear
Yeah,
any
people
religion.
say that's racist or like.
Or ignorant or whatever.
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
in schools
Or
when we were young?
nationalist.
Do you remember in
no,
school when
that's
we were
fucking
younger? They
dumb.
they
I
wouldn't
don't
want us to push like the religion agenda at all. Like, yo, you can't like do that here.
Yeah,
You weren't allowed to wear like religious shirts. I remember I had like a religious like
like a graphics cross, like that type of thing.
no. I think it was a scripture message written on my shirt, and they made me take it off in my school.
Wow.
Yeah,
In Island
because
Park.
you're not. I think so, and it was because everyone studied different religion. You don't want to be disrespectful.
What? How
Yeah,
about
yeah.
everyone just be representative of what?
Fuck
That's so
that.
dumb. But I do remember people like I don't know if it was like religious stuff, but I remember people having to take off their shirts and they give you like an old shirt.
The
to
pink
wear?
shirt.
Yeah, like
The
if it was
pink-
inappropriate or something
Yeah.
like that, right?
So
Yeah.
so that happened,
happened
to
to me
religion.
once.
Wow.
I would tell my kid not to take it off. The school can't do anything.
Yeah, it's a freedom of religion. It's an amendment.
Actually, that's the opposite. The school can do a lot.
School controls your kid more than you think you do. Once your kid goes to school, they own your son. You can't get them without asking for him back. Did you ever think of that?
Well, that's true.
Wait.
To get
Like
your
young?
kid, to get your kid
They'll pick
from
up your
school,
kid.
you have to call or you have to ask for permission to get them. They need to verify before anything.
Well-
you have to ask permission to get your own kid. They could say no.
Can they say no if you're the father?
Well,
They could. They could. Yeah, they could. Why couldn't they?
That'd be nuts.
I'd be
They'll
fucking
call
angry.
child service. Like, for whatever reason, they could keep your kid from you for a period of time. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Why not?
I could see that. I don't see why not. But I feel like it's very hard to. It'd be harder than you think it'd be to do.
I don't.
Because that family's gonna come in with all the fucking the proof that they need if they have to, which they shouldn't.
Yeah, like what the fuck are you asking for?
Look into it.
Yeah.
Well, apparently during national crisis,
Yeah.
you can't go to these places and pull your kids out. They just lock them down.
I believe it from a security standpoint. They're gonna.
No, I'm talking about like a weather event or some shit like that.
Oh, you said national crisis like a terrorist attack.
No,
But you probably still can't do it then, even if the country's under attack or a
I would
state.
hope not. Well, I mean, not that I hope not.
There is a
I don't
safety
know. I don't
concern.
know how I feel about that.
what's the safety concern? They'll locking the school down and not giving you your kid.
No, because like, how do you enter the school with someone greeting you? I don't think anyone would be greeting you. I'm thinking too much deep into it. Like, it's like I'm actually there. You know what I mean? Like,
Where the fuck did we go?
like if they're shut down, like who are you going to ask for your kid back if they're all hiding?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going deep,
Yeah.
like deep into the actual. scenario.
I feel you.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Alright.
who's actually answering the phone in a national crisis? Hi, this is middle school. How can I help you? It's like, well, you see your cities getting blown up in the United States. God forbid that ever happens.
Yeah.
I'd be fucked. I'd be moving back to Peru with my Ford Bronco at the fucking
Ford
Mexican
Bronco.
fucking border. Be like, let me in, brothers. Shit's under attack. But how the
Yeah.
fuck did we get there with the Cat Williams thing?
It just
Talking about the truth. Like
Yeah.
truth and the Bible, and then it went into law.
Did you see the?
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Miami Giants? Like the Giants in Miami with all the cops.
What the fuck?
Yo,
yeah,
oh,
what
I
is
Did
just
you
got
see
it
that?
What is that?
You have a video
Yeah,
I showed Mike.
on it's
Yeah.
on Twitter.
where there's a
Like
giant
shadows, like shadow giant type
I don't
things,
know
like
if
8
it's cap
foot.
or not, but
Oh, I don't know. Shadows can be deceiving.
forget about any of that. But that's what they're saying. But if you Google Miami right now, nothing comes up. But if you Google Miami cops, the articles will come up and they'll say that it's like kids just brawling in the street, but like the amount of police force. That
I'm
they
telling you,
use-
there's over
Yeah.
200 cop cars on the
Yeah.
street.
Like they had to move. They were
Oh, you
panning the
saw this?
camera,
I showed
and you still see cops on both sides of the street.
Oh, shit.
Parking
So
back to
you're
back.
telling me there's giants and the
That's what people
cops
are
are
claiming.
surrounding the area because they need to get this
Yeah,
handled fast, not letting any media in there.
Right, yeah, it's like a crazy response. Like you see, like from a terrorist attack.
it looks like all of
Yeah.
Florida's police is there, not
Yeah.
just Miami's.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can we actually show him the video?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pull
Please.
it up on your computer.
No, it's a recording.
Oh. Yeah, good. We talk about it while it's recording.
No, it's gonna make it. You hear already how it's sounding, or I don't need to fucking speed up the dead day.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this shit's why I watched like 4 times outside.
What the fuck?
Does this hook onto anything?
Good. Look how much cops.
What the
Keep
fuck?
looking
It's still panning.
and look at all that up that road.
And where's the giants' shadows?
Scroll up, up, down.
Oh.
I don't know if it's for
There's
real,
more
but
clips
why
here.
are there so many cops?
They
That's the real question.
Yeah, it's like
look-
they're responding to terrorism.
That's the real question.
Huh?
Why are there
I
so
think they're
many-
panning
yeah,
to the
What is
roof.
that?
Jeez.
That's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
brawl. What is that?
I don't
Yeah, I
know.
know. It's just like 10 kids.
Do you see them? They're right.
Where? These two in the video?
These things right here.
Yeah, I do, but
I gotta see it now. After you're done.
Right, George? Are
I
the
see
shadows that
huge-
they're
I
claiming?
I see huge shadows. You're right.
Look how big that thing looks compared to the building.
It looks
Look,
like
like
Godzilla.
this?
Yeah.
No, this fucking thing moving right there. Look how big that thing is. It's a big object. It's a big moving. Look, it's moving. But look how high it is. It's like 2 stories high.
Dude.
I mean,
This is
there's.
how we're
Let
starting
me see
the
that
year.
again.
But look,
This
look,
is how we're starting
look
the
at,
year.
look at these people running in panic. Did you see this?
Oh no, he didn't.
Look
That
at
was
them
the next
running in
video.
panic. This is like I'm running from something scary.
not kids fighting.
Nah,
Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
that's not. I'm
Maybe-
running from the cops.
maybe it is
All those
giants.
kids run the cops.
Well, you ever see that famous TikToker that said he recorded a giant and then he ends up
Oh, he
becoming crazy and then dies and then kills himself?
No, that guy he left, and then he came back. He's alive.
He's not dead.
No,
His wife literally went on TikTok and said she wished him. She literally went on
maybe it's a
TikTok.
different one. But
Maybe.
on the White Mountain, like the Snow Mountain.
Is it a white
I
dude?
forgot the guy's name. Yeah.
Yeah, he died. That guy's dead.
What's his name?
I don't know, but I know for a fact he's dead because I saw somebody's coffin and I saw a lady crying OD that looked exactly like that lady. But nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised without it social media. Honestly, I actually wouldn't be surprised what people say on the internet to get $1.
That's why I'm skeptical of the cat situation. Because
Well, he doesn't need money.
He does.
To our
he does.
knowledge.
Well, that's what he
But-
says.
Yeah, to our knowledge.
that video blew up so much, and it's still going crazy viral.
You think he pays his guests for being on that show, or gives him a percentage for if what the video does, how it performs?
Maybe.
Shannon Sharp.
Maybe. I mean, he's bringing him a lot of revenue for sure, but maybe not. Maybe
No.
maybe it's just true.
You don't think so?
There's no way.
Or do you? But do you think he pays him at all?
You really think they
I mean,
take
but
money?
you know what? You know
I
what?
think some of them do.
This is
Depending
it,
on what,
guys.
depending on what platform you're in.
There's a lot of ad reads during that show. You noticed?
Yeah, correct.
So
There's a lot of ads.
They're
No, but
that
I'm
could
saying
be a little pre-planned.
he probably. I mean, everything that the podcast makes alone is for him. But I'm saying, do you think they give any percentages to their guests, or not percentages, or maybe like, hey, you want to come on my podcast? I'll give you 10,000.
Maybe for certain guests, but I don't know if Shannon needed that.
Damn, I always
he
thought
he
these
was
people
big,
do
right?
it as a courtesy.
No,
like they're
Theo
out
Vaughn
here
pays for his guests. A lot of his guests.
No, Cat Williams having to pay, not the other way around.
no.
You're talking about the other way? Shannon paying Cat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's-
because he
that's
said
Shannon
it the
Sharp.
opposite.
No.
No,
That's how I
agreed.
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
thought. Yeah.
Yeah. So, because I know Theo Vaughn pays for. I'm not all his guests, but he pays for some.
Oh.
Yeah, like Lil Boozy. I never would ever
I
watch a
don't know who
podcast
that
with Lil
is.
Boozy. He's a freaking rapper. Supposedly he's trash, in my opinion. Sorry for the ones that listen. I don't think I'd ever say, "Yo, pump up that volume on Lil Boozy." I don't think I would ever say that in my life.
He
But
just did.
Lil Boozy went on the show and he talks about, like, you know, in another episode that he paid Lil Boozy for coming.
Well, I didn't. I
Well,
didn't
sometimes
know.
they need, maybe for someone that's trending, they'll pay so they can get views and
Right away, maybe.
You know, just
Expedite
like-
the podcast date.
Well, I know Andrew Tate requires people to pay now after he got out of jail.
Yeah,
So I think it's like $50K.
that's
They
not a
get
bad
speaking
deal.
Fee.
It's not a bad deal because you know
100.
that video alone's giving you like
Yeah, I mean,
10 million. Did you watch the one with George Janko?
yeah.
Oh,
Such a
I didn't watch
great,
that one yet.
great episode, bro.
Yeah,
Back
George-
and forth.
George killed it though.
Yeah, he did. Oh, you know what it is? I think everyone's just giving him praise because he was able to go back and forth with Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's
not
all it
easy to
is.
do.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It's
to
not.
I just think that like he did a great job, but I think a lot of his episodes. I watched maybe one more, so maybe I should watch another one. Didn't do as great. Like he didn't mediate as well. I think he was just well prepared for that one.
Yeah, he was like, everything's on the line. I got to do a good job.
Yeah.
like,
Like he mentioned, you watched it? Like if I ask you,
It
this
pops up because I've watched a couple episodes.
If I ask you this question, right? I have 2 dogs, right?
Hmm.
I have a dog that spends all his day outside in the light, and I have a dog that stays in the basement locked up. Which one lives?
The one in the basement.
Why?
That one's tough to. I can't put the words together right now, but
Okay, you have the right answer, but he literally just says the one that eats. So one could get fed that's locked up in the basement,
Mhm.
and one could be out in the wilderness and not, die because it's not an alpha, or not ever get fed, or die by going to try to get a predator and the predator kills it. Like that's thinking too deep into it, but basically he's just saying it's simple. It's the one that gets fed.
Hmm.
So it doesn't matter about your situation that you're in.
Mhm.
It could be a good one, a bad one, but at the end of the day, what's driving you? What's actually making you survive?
powerful.
I probably fucked up the way he said it, but that's basically it. I think I went into it, but that's basically what I got from that. But that was a good episode. That was a really good episode. I like that one. You should definitely listen.
yeah, it's on my thing. 'cause
I'm
I'm-
so glad he left Impulsive. That shit was ass.
Yep. Thank God. Yeah, George is.
From what?
doesn't- he
I didn't
doesn't-
hear everything.
They don't honestly deserve him to be on that show. Fuck them.
He kept making fun of. All I know about it is that Logan kept making fun of George for bringing up like religion or being religious, and he would always be like, well, he was very disrespectful about him being religious,
Which is true. You shouldn't do that.
which is
Listen, I'm
Like
not
you have your own views.
Being religious on the pod or in general?
referencing.
Is it-
Yeah,
right?
like he'll bring up like God or
Mm.
something religious, and then Logan would counter.
He would
and be like,
question it though. He had some good questions that I feel like needed to be asked. There are a lot of people that say, even me, like when I was younger, right? Like, why does God not save everybody? Like, that's a good, valid question. If someone's trying to become religious, I think you should try as best as you can to articulate that, and then also articulate if they're not okay with your answer. Like, oh, that's bullshit. That's not true. All right, well, you asked me a question, I answered it for my beliefs. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to question.
But he would question and then like dismantle, and that's what I think George got tired of.
Yeah.
Like, imagine someone taking your answer and just be like, "Nah, you're full of shit."
Or you're like wrong, or you're
You're
dumb.
following something stupid. Like,
Yeah,
you
worship
Or passively disregard it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It doesn't
like
look
it's
too mean.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like there's a way to go about it, I guess. But
I only watched the Logan ones for like the wrestlers that come on it.
yeah.
That's it. That's how I started watching them, just because of the wrestlers, because he's also a wrestler.
now, yeah,
Yeah, so it's cool to know some shit from. But yeah, George Janko, I've seen him get dismantled on a couple episodes.
getting dismantled.
But yeah, going back to the
Yeah.
going back to the Cat Williams thing, man. It's just like a lot of the names he mentioned didn't surprise me. The only one that really surprised me was the Kevin Hart one. It kind of hurt because like Kevin Hart's I've been following Kevin Hart since he started blowing up, like in like 2010, 2011.
They're even saying earlier than that from
What?
the pod,
That he was blowing up. Oh, well,
like
he was
2007, because like right after Soul Plane.
No, he didn't blow up after that though. His movie did trash. Did horrible.
Hmm.
Horrible reviews. They gave him horrible reviews on the Red Tomato, Orange. I don't know what the fuck that shit's called.
Red
review.
Tomato.
Right.
Yeah, he did really bad
Wow,
with
man.
Soul Plane. And Kevin always credits it doing really bad because bootlegging was such a big thing back in the day that they got a hold of his movie before it came out and they bootlegged the fuck out of it. And
so-
he's crediting that route of
That's
why
why
it happened. That's why it
Cab.
tanked.
Cab.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Cab.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I watched Soul Plane so much. It's a classic movie for me. For me, it was a great movie. I thought
Why?
it
They
was amazing.
said it didn't do good? It
Yeah.
didn't do good?
No. According to the reviews, Red Tomatoes did horrible. You're gone, bro. Those eyes are so watery. For us.
Well, yeah. We're not kind on this podcast, man. He's gonna sound like it is straight through the podcast.
George doesn't even know what to say right now.
It's like, what the fuck, dude? He's like, I'm trying to make a point. Nah, bro. You
Sick, what do you want from me?
I just realized he's still alive.
He's still alive, bro. He's still alive. Oh shit.
55 people in here.
Oh shit, you see
100K,
it?
I'm
100K.
kidding.
Hit the subscribe.
No
Yeah,
one's
this is right.
watching at all. Yeah, everybody share.
Nobody's watching. Everybody share.
Can we get into Epstein?
Yeah, let's get into the Epstein list, man.
Introduce it for us if you can.
To be honest, I don't know much other than certain names being brought up, and not everyone's name, by the way, that's been on that. Unless you actually did your research on the documentation. I haven't done my research on the documentation, but you hear names like Bill Clinton, Stephen Hawkins, right?
Yeah.
Who else?
Damn, I didn't think you were gonna take the news route. Oh, just because their name is not on the list doesn't mean that. Fuck
It's
that,
true.
yo! Look at Bill Clinton. He's a fucking.
Oh, you are.
He's a rapist.
He's a rapist.
I had to figure out how to say it.
Yeah. Nah, bro. I
That
mean,
was good on the fly.
no, because
That was good.
it's true. Not everyone's name that is on that trial is, guilty. You think so?
I think if you associated with that in any way, shape, or form, or had any prior knowledge of any of that, you fucking go to jail.
Really?
You have knowledge of that shit going on? You just what?
I guess that's true. I guess he's
Like,
saying just
you-
turn you're
you
turning your
kidding
head.
me?
You can't, like-
Dude, that should be that. Oh, come on.
I'm not too versed on the whole Epstein Island. I have an idea,
Yeah.
but like what?
Same.
Just a
What
bunch
do you-
of like famous,
Hey.
wealthy people that go into a pedophile island. And it's not just pedophile, but the majority.
Like an underage brothel?
What?
Like
Like
it's like
Brothel.
an underage sex trading operation.
Okay.
right?
All right.
That's
So
the
yeah, I
island
was right.
is-
It was for that, and also like he also saying that there were just girls there, just trying to pick up a rich guy, but it doesn't hide anything that it actually happened. It was actually a thing. Like that's crazy to me.
I know,
A
man.
bunch of wealthy fucks just wanted to get their kinks on with some young girls. young girls, which is crazy. It's disgusting to me.
Sick, bro.
How does it feel? Well, how does it all feel? All of us. How do we feel that our former president's entangled in all that?
Not a shock.
That is absolutely crazy. Because
Dude was literally, right? This is a real scene that happened in the White House. Writing a fucking like congressman like paper approving something and just getting his dick sucked. Like, yeah, bitch. Like this bill's definitely gonna pass. Keep sucking right there. Like, isn't that fucking crazy?
I think that's pretty fucking sick. I'm like, oh, you're the fucking president of the United States.
And you getting dome in the Oval Office?
Dome in the
Legit.
Oval.
Hillary's walking in. Hey, Bill, she sucking your dick, right? Yeah, bitch. She's sucking my
You
dick.
want that bill passed, Hillary?
I promise you keep acting like this, you're never going to be president of the United States. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy that this motherfucker's associated with that. And my parents like him.
Whatever bill got passed, thanks to Monica Lewinsky.
Huh?
Shout out Monica Lewinsky. Whatever bill that was and it passed.
Rob,
If it was a good bill, which most of them kind of aren't.
yeah, I was going to say, a lot of them weren't good bills. So
So
imagine this guy. Like I'm saying, there's some people in jail because of him because he was passing a bill getting domed.
how that's just fucking crazy.
and then we have Sleepy Joe.
You think he's getting dome skis?
Who's worse, Sleepy Joe? Who do you think is
Chalk-
worse,
Chalk is
Sleepy
coming out, bro.
Joe or Dome Clinton?
Dome Clinton's better.
He
got domed.
Clinton. Come on,
He got-
right?
Yeah.
Back then, it's okay. He was good, though. He was a good. Back then, Democrats used to be good. Now they're just.
He was getting dome in the Oval Office. Is that good?
That's respect to an
I mean,
extent. When you're
can you
looking at it
guys-
funny, like
Have
comically.
Great.
Have you guys ever tried to multitask? I'm sure he wasn't passing bills. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I don't think I can pass a bill and like get dome at the same time.
Why not? That's probably like the G shit you could do in the Oval Office. Like, yeah, I just,
Sure it
It's like
is.
the Mile High Club, but you got the.
Yep, we just built a bridge. Bing.
I'm gonna name it
Approved.
Lewinsky Bridge.
Document COVID coming out in 20 years. Will you approve? Oh yeah, keep sucking that shit. Like, that's gonna scare them. Can't just picture that shit, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You think Bill? Not Bill.
Trump, Biden, Obama.
Honestly, Trump sounds
Bush.
a lot more normal now.
Bill Gates. You think Bill Gates is on that shit?
I think
he's
so.
on that
Yeah,
shit 100%.
yeah,
I think
he's
so.
On what? On
I
Epstein's
hope he
Island?
isn't, but
Supposedly he's on that Epstein.
You hope what? Isn't it?
I hope no. I hope a lot of people aren't because that's
I
fucking
hope
bad.
they aren't too, but they probably were.
Yeah,
You know what's
you're
weird?
talking about these
Fucks.
people got away with it.
Maybe you can
But-
answer this because you're in the more smarter spectrum of the intellect. But no, I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
No, we know you're being
The
serious.
smarter people,
Of
I feel like the
intellect.
more and more I know, like smarter people, they just get weirder. Is that like
You just called
that
Anthony
stigma
weird?
true?
Yeah.
No, not Anthony. I mean like the Bill Gates of the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like look at Elon. Elon's a little bit weird.
Yeah. He's.
I mean, he also says he has Asperger, like, and all that stuff. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like I've never reached the level of meeting really fucking? I'm not saying you have either, but do you believe that stigma is true?
Yeah.
There's a stigma to that.
Yeah, I do. I think the more you know, like, it's gonna be impossible to talk to average people because you're gonna be like, you're thinking about 1,000 things, 1,000 different angles,
that's what I meant. Douchebag.
and like, it's gonna go over everyone's head every time you talk. I feel like that's how Elon Musk thinks. Like everything he says goes over everyone's head. Everyone. Right? Like he's literally talking about
I know. I mean,
really
you know what's fucked up?
complicated shit.
Yeah, and he slows down when he talks, which makes me feel dumb as fuck.
And I still don't, dude.
Dude, you know
and
why he
you
does
still
that?
don't catch it.
Why?
He doesn't even know what the fuck to say. That he's thinking of how the fuck do I say it?
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think there's some truth that I don't know about.
Yeah,
Weird, like
That's true.
I'm not saying weirdo. I'm just saying there's a stigma being said of that. Like, there's always been a stigma. Like, look at that weird kid. Usually the weird kid's a smart kid. Like,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean?
yeah, I know that's
Like, I knew a kid in Island Park. Dan, if you're watching this, I think his name is Daniel. If you're ever for some odd reason watching this kid would read like 3 books a day. No fucking cap. No
That's
fucking
cap.
cap. This is a true story. It was the 7th grade. He was in my science class. They gave him the textbook. The rest of those periods, I had similar class with him. I'd see him reading the textbook. I'm like, there's no way this kid is this bored in his fucking life that he's reading this shit for no reason. The next day, he comes up to the teacher like he's a smart ass. Dan, you were a smart ass. He just goes, I'm done with the textbook.
Oh,
Swear to God, I'm not even making this. There's no reason for me to make this up. He literally was like that in all of our classes too, specifically with science though, because he always had a really connection with. And you know him. He went to our West Hempstead High School. Daniel mentioned.
Damn, full
Oh,
Guy always wore the same fucking
the
Echo
blue
sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would read all the time.
Yo, make sure
Daniel
It's
Yeah.
full government.
Okay,
I had
just
to.
tweet that.
Oh shit!
That's all right.
Dox him on the World Wide Web over here.
Imagine he
Don't
died.
share, don't like, don't
Oh my
subscribe. Just leave. Bye. Adios. Fuck you. Fuck off.
But yeah. I'm gonna call him Manny.
Daniel.
There you- Hey, but I mean, shit. I feel like some people are like that. So he was weird. Is that what
A
you're
little
saying?
bit weird, but like I just always asked him like, why do you read so much? And he would always just say like, there's a lot to learn, and I get entertained very easily from what I'm reading.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be. I hope so. I mean,
Well,
at least
you
if
know what
you're
it is?
comprehending
It's
it.
structure. Obviously, anything that's in the textbook is structured to make a correlation with like what you need to learn in that particular book. But I feel like people like that just like structure in their life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of geniuses, like people with very, very high IQ, like they're super orderly. Super orderly. You ever heard of that? Like some will have like OCD, an actual disorder. Some will just go crazy with like being very specific about everything.
Uh-huh.
And like, yeah. I think as you get to that level of intelligence, like you start to really, like it has to be different, right? Let's say, like, do we communicate to the monkeys the same way? Like, we got to dumb it down, right?
That's crazy. It's called average people monkeys.
Compared to geniuses.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
But like, what the fuck do you really have to like? What does one genius say to another genius? P equals MVD. Dude, suck my dick. You know what I mean? Like, what is one art? Like, what does one intellectual conversation look like, or even what do you talk about?
The limits of their knowledge.
Yeah. They still want to learn from someone
But
else.
that's what I'm saying. Does a math intellectual look for advice or conversation with an English intellectual, or they stay within their own realm?
They stay in their industry when they speak.
I mean, I think the more intelligent you have to cross different industries and correlate. So yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
Dude, that got deep. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You are fucking spaced.
I don't even know anymore.
We don't know.
I mean, the only reason I mentioned that is because also like Kat mentions that he was really highly intellectual, and it just amazes me because there's no fact checker to any of it. But I mean, he talks like he's very knowledgeable.
Yeah,
Not like a genius, but he talks like he's very, very knowledgeable. He talks like someone that read a lot of book and knows a lot of history and knows a lot about the world. And knows a lot about the world that we claim to know, but we really don't know.
Yeah.
Man was claiming that he had receipts. Like he's like, a lot of people won't come back and reiterate what they said. And the ones that are like clapping back and giving him a reaction, none defend themselves in it.
So what was the one example I think
We mentioned Ludacris doing the rap comeback. We mentioned what's the guy? Not Jimmy Kimmel. What's the other comedian? The guy that's like a priest in scary movies. What's his name? He mentions him. Not Chris Tucker.
Key and Peele, one of them.
Not Key and Peele. The black guy from Friday.
Mike Epps.
No, the barber, the old barber with the afro.
Oh, Scooty.
Yeah, but his real name, I forgot his real name.
Mikey Scooter, something like that.
No. Cedric the Entertainer.
John Witherspoon. He mentioned him.
Name? John Witherspoon. But no, you mentioned Cedric and said like a lot of these people just seem to lie to get to the top and do whatever they need to do. But that's also what I was asking before. Like,
Bernie?
Would you do anything to make it to the rich if someone offered you?
No.
Are you sucking some dick for top fame?
Integrity, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah. But obviously he's telling you that's not a thing over there.
I
They'll
know.
do it.
I mean, I wouldn't be interested in that shit anyways.
What if in that contract it says no one's ever gonna find out?
I can't sell my soul, bro. I can't.
What about you?
No. That's some Herbert stuff. He'll go do that.
Shout out to Herbert.
Absolutely not.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Herbert.
yo, bro, I'm not. I would never do that because
I don't think you were expecting anyone to say, yeah, they would.
Yeah.
you'd be surprised.
He was thinking about it.
Nah, never.
like, nah, I can't
wait,
go
that's
3
all
and
I'm going
1.
last.
Hell no, son. I would never.
No.
Like, that's my whole character. I'm so proud of it. Even if I'm a broke ass bitch somewhere, I'd still be proud of my character. But obviously, these people were tired of whatever position they were in.
Yes.
And the devil lies, right? Like, why promise you something and then go back on it? What are you going to do about it? I gave you everything already. I gave you everything you promised.
That's true. And another thing,
Why is it? Well,
I was just gonna say, another thing is like when you bring up shit like that, there's almost like you either have to come out and defend yourself publicly, like some of these celebrities did back, or like you have to like go to court or something because like they're so specific, which is so crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's what it's like. It's either it's specific enough to be true, or specific or unspecific enough where it sounds. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just enough detail to sound specific.
Yeah, like, you just
You know
got to
what I
be
mean?
like, hey, fucker, not true. Please stop. My family's going to be putting in danger. Thanks. Have a good night.
Right.
Subtle, you know? Even though you're already getting defamed because your shit's out there, you at least responding no and then leaving a mystery to it does enough to just...
dude, that response would have been so much more better than
what
he
Jimmy
actually
Kimmel said,
responded, yeah.
And we're talking about now about the Aaron Rodgers mentioning Jimmy Kimmel's name on the Pat McAfee show, basically saying that he had some entanglement also with the Epstein Island stuff. And Jimmy Kimmel responded on Twitter, basically saying, I'll take legal action against you if you keep mentioning and correlating my name with him, which is crazy. Like I said, that's taking it to another level where you're like, all right, now I'm going to threaten you with legal lawsuit because I know that I'm a pussy and that's where I have to go.
Yeah. I just never seen it done on Twitter. That's why it's so weird, you know?
Happens all the
I
time.
feel like it was just so emotional because I feel like you'd got to consult a lawyer before you say something like that.
That's
He
true.
probably did.
Just to be careful, like
I'm
He
Lawyer
probably
telling you.
did. He probably has a lawyer on speed dial.
Yeah.
probably,
Lawyer
yeah,
wouldn't
but-
have told him to say that.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I bet you he did call his lawyer, and his lawyer goes, "Don't do that," and he goes, "All right," and I literally just got off.
It's like we could do it anyways.
'Cause
I
that
don't
sounds like-
advise it. I'll do it.
Yeah, because that sounds like a lawyer's worst nightmare is a client, thinking that he's bigger than like the law.
Right. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Fuck. Nuts.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. I don't know if we're gonna get an episode out of this, but I mean, something, right? It's gonna be fun listening to all this shit. But
No
I mean,
kidding.
yo, bro, we're even in this new clip. We're 37 minutes in. I don't even know how. What the fuck were we even
Dude,
saying 10 minutes ago? I don't
yeah.
even know.
Not clue.
We're at
It's
hour
about to
50
be
in
10
total.
o'clock now.
Yeah, I gotta take George home soon because his fucking wife's about
We
to
can go a
fuck
little
him
bit
up.
longer if you want.
I don't know. What else do you? I mean, do you want to mention anything else about the cat thing,
I don't have anything that comes to mind. Do you guys?
bro?
have
Like,
anything?
let me ask you
There's a
something.
cheese shortage.
Let me just ask you something.
Why are you touching
Why is the world waking up now? What the fuck? Why do you think people are
Social
exposing?
media.
social media?
They can't keep up. They can't censor everything. People are seeing shit. People are saying, "What the fuck?" People are angry now. Soon maybe we'll have a little revolution over here in fucking.
You really think that? We can
I-
mention that. We
Yeah,
can mention that a little
why
bit.
not? I mean,
I think they already did it, bro. I told you the ballot thing happened, right? It's confirmed in 2 states, and there's no revolution going on right now.
nah, that didn't go to Supreme Court yet.
Oh, okay. But there's 2 states that are trying to push it, right?
3, 4. I mean,
Yeah, 3. By the way, talking about Trump,
yeah.
Trump does look like the
He's
most
on the
sanest
list
person.
too. Apparently, I don't know if it's true or not. They're saying his name is on there.
So if his name's on there, you still want him as president? Yeah.
Yeah.
People are saying Vivek
No.
might be a plant. When they're
Vivek.
saying Haley might be a plant, and they're swapping it around. So now they're like making people think differently about this whole thing is fucked.
I mean, him
This
just
whole thing
being
is fucked.
rumored, I think, ruins his chances of running again. You don't want your name associated with that list.
I think still people are gonna vote.
It's like the highest form of crime to
Why-
blackmail someone like that, right?
What,
Like,
well,
there's nothing worse.
I
than
think
being
that
associated with that.
I think the people that do vote for him believe that he's not on that list, but I don't think they care about that. I think
We
they
have to see in another couple days what actually comes out because only one case came out. I don't think everything came out yet. This is part of one case.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
everything is out yet. There's like 100 and
But that's what I'm
200
saying.
names.
But that's what I'm saying. I think until the full list is out, and his name is just being rumored, I think that does enough for most like even mid people that aren't in any association with
Liberal.
Democrats or Republicans are also in doubt of voting for him. I don't think anyone wants to be involved in that list. The moment you're involved, and in the fucked up part is everyone in wealth that's in that Donald Trump level is probably assumed to be associated with that list. Damn, I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, I don't think he's gonna. I think they're gonna be fine, and I think those states are gonna get that passed by the Supreme Court where he can't run again because of his impeachment or something.
They're
like
saying
that?
he incited the January 6th.
That's
riots,
for the allegations of that.
That will cause people to riot.
See, we should talk about this too. This should be just a random pod because you were trying to counter me on this. We always bump heads, but this is good. This is how we bounce ideas. You were trying to tell me that because I remember we had an argument saying like they shouldn't be censoring people because once you censor, then what's the limitation of censoring?
Yeah.
But I said to you, I think people in that power are held to a different standard.
They are held to a different standard, but you have to be specific when you draw the line.
No, I don't think. I think it's important for people in power to have no censorship, especially people in power. Why? What would happen if look what they did to Martin Luther King? They tried to censor him, but he was important.
Yeah, but they killed him.
Why?
Because there was, I don't know why. There was a racist.
Huh?
There was a racist.
Was he? He's bad. He's a bad guy.
The guy that killed.
No, I'm talking about the killer. The killer who killed Martin Luther King. Racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could also.
Yeah, but,
well, it was also.
Do you think a random guy just running on the street doing that?
Maybe hatred. I don't know. It could be a lot of it. But I get what you're saying. So you think someone
but
fighting...
he was
Well, here's the thing, right?
But
I think you're taking my definition of someone important. I definitely agree that Martin Luther King Jr. was important in our history of how we described him. But that time he was trying to break free from, racism, trying to give notice. And I don't think that
what the other side didn't want.
I was gonna say, but his position wasn't like of power till like later on when he was marching and all that stuff.
You're talking about people in power.
Yeah, like I'm talking like government officials. Like, why should a government official be starting a fight with someone politically from across the world?
Yeah, Martin Luther King is just an activist.
So okay,
correct. Which is still important, but you know what I'm saying? Like you can't censor him because he's fighting for a right.
Being the government.
But I guess that's where your whole point is. Like,
you're talking about censorship versus etiquette. They should have higher etiquette in that position. Probably not do crazy things like that, say crazy stuff. Like that's why people had a lot of problems with Trump. Like he was politically incorrect.
Yeah,
he wasn't like a role model, let's say, for the youth.
Because you think what his words were the things that, I don't think it started the riot, but I definitely think it helped push in crazy people's heads, mind that.
Yeah, he was able to manipulate for that incident. He's a great manipulator. I could say that for about Trump, but it was the way he put he spoke. People, he gave enough to give the people that he knew would do something about it, just that seed, that little put, like you said, a push, and they can do the rest. Because he can come back and say, well, if I told your kid to jump off a bridge and he jumps, is it my fault?
I wouldn't even call them riots. I wouldn't even... Did you watch the videos? Did anybody see any videos?
They vandalized. They didn't riot.
It wasn't a riot. They fucking lied. I mean,
there's pictures of inside the house. There's
some people rioted, but there wasn't fucking mass riots.
There's vandalism.
So I want to jump back to it because you said. So when do you think there should be? You think there should be censorship, or just a better way to act when you have a certain amount of power? Like, do you think there should actually be like limitations? Like they should be jails?
I think that, and I'm not talking about your average Joe celebrity either.
Yeah,
that's not power.
High president.
Yeah, I'm talking about people that actually have the power to like say something. Like he's the president of the United States. What is his symbolism to us? He's our head chief, right?
Yeah.
He's the person that represents the whole nation. So imagine the whole nation, just the guy that just starts tweeting saying, "Fuck China. We don't want to do no business with you." Where's most of our products come from? China. We're the most. I mean, we can solve it, but I'm saying like it impacts the whole country directly, and that's why I feel like that's power. Like that's very powerful. I feel like you should be very articulate with your words and not soft, but very careful in what you say. If you want to stir the pot, then know that you will stir the pot with your words.
We're in agreement. so far, but do you think he should be jailed?
Jailed
As
for,
long as he's not inciting violence.
I think there
That's
should
a
be a
difference.
trial, and the people of his peers should vote on
For
that.
what he says, or if he incites violence.
Well, me and Mike are saying that I come to agreement with Mike. He never directly said to do anything, but that he said enough to get idiots to do it because he knew it would do it.
Yeah, but you can't control what people do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
So Anthony's asking you, do you think he should be jailed
No,
for speaking
I answered
as
it.
opposed to...
I did answer.
Yeah.
I was like, he should
if he
definitely go to trial.
incites, we all agree.
If someone comes up to a lawyer and says, I want to sue this guy because this is what I believe that he might have started, then he has the right to sue and he has to go to do his trial.
Yeah, that's...
Do I think he personally should go to jail? Absolutely not.
You're saying go to
it seem like it should be illegal to fucking try and overthrow the government. Why can't we riot? Why can't we riot? What's wrong with that? We should be allowed to now.
Protest, not riot. Riot's different.
Yeah, but people stretch the word.
Come here.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason to not protest,
I
but
mean, unless you're trying to start a revolution,
Like,
that's,
okay.
like that's rioting. But like, protesting is, of
When they
course,
start taking all your rights away, you're gonna just let them?
no.
So
But that's
what
a
are you gonna
different
do? What are you gonna do?
What
are you gonna do?
then we can riot. But I don't think.
When there's a mass fraud in our election that fucking circumnavigates the fucking course of our history, that doesn't deserve a riot?
Yeah, that's
Really?
That's a tough one.
That's a
No,
tough. That's
well,
a
yeah,
tough.
it's
tough-
Fraud that on the highest level?
Was it confirmed?
It's a case
Was it
by
confirmed?
case
Are
scenario.
you kidding me?
Was it confirmed?
Oh God, you're one of those people.
No, I'm not. But I'm just asking. I'm asking a real question. What are we going with it? What standards?
Let's see what happens this election. How fucked it is.
I think the
If
whole
Biden gets reelected,
I think the whole nation knows that
Come
Biden
on.
shouldn't, and if it does, then I believe I'm not pushing for it. I believe there's some questions and some
They're
doors
gonna
that we need to
listen,
knock
They're
down.
not gonna put Biden back in. That's his.
I-
That's their puppet right now.
Yeah.
Listen, you really think he's making decisions? Honestly.
No, I don't think so.
So what the fuck?
No, but I'm
He's
saying
a caucus walking.
that's what I'm saying to you. The next election, I think, is going to open a lot. I think everyone, for the first time, and that's what the government's scared of. This is why the government, I think, is pushing a lot of agendas right now. Even this shit right now with Cat and with everything, the Epstein List to distract. But because it's an election year, remember, we're in a very important year. I think everyone knows that if our only options are Trump and Biden again, we're going to be knocking down some doors. People are going to riot, and I think that's what they're scared of. I feel like, hey, let's knock down Trump somewhere. Let's make up this bullshit that he can't run, get him out. And Biden saying, if Trump is in the campaign, I'm not going to be running. I'm going to run again. Basically saying that I don't think this is the first year we're not going to see Biden and Trump, but they're trying to make it seem like it's our doing. And I don't think it's our doing. I think they're push. They know what's going to happen if they are put in those positions again. Do you want to know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're making
I
us to be
understood that.
puppets. Like
Yeah.
they're playing They're
Like,
playing,
yeah, this is happening because you guys wanted this. You know, Trump's getting dethroned, and Biden, you know, he said he's gonna run again if Trump's on the ballot. So Trump's being pushed off, and Biden's eventually gonna come out.
They'll push him off though.
But that's what I'm saying. I think new puppets are coming in for us.
I think there's gonna be conflict if them two are
the nominees.
Yeah, because
Which I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
I just want a funny stat relevant to this. Biden had more votes than Obama. Does that make sense?
No.
I don't think so.
That doesn't really make sense.
But there's a lot of people that also do hate Trump.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Biden was Obama's.
Well, Obama also
vice.
didn't go against a horrible candidate, bro. McCain was loved.
That's
McCain was a
true.
very, very loved Republican. You know, he also told Donald Trump to go fuck it. Didn't invite him to his funeral. Like, Donald Trump was not allowed there. It's one of the names that were blacklisted from his funeral.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's an easy stat to debundle just by saying that McCain was loved, so he did have a harder competition.
I heard that too.
Yeah,
I
McCain
heard
was
he
a very beloved,
popular.
candidate. And I don't know, man. I mean, there's a lot of weird shit going on in the world, but that was a good conversation to have. You see, that's good to agree to disagree.
Yep.
So you feel like someone in power, if Donald Trump did say, "Hey, go destroy them,"
I'm
It's
not
been
gonna do
rigged.
anything that anybody tells me. No, I have my own. No, it depends on the situation. Like if it gets to that point and it's necessary, yeah, why not?
There is a legal definition. Like there's a difference between a call to action to incite violence, call to action, where you're telling people go do this. That's illegal. But freedom of speech is
No, but like he's saying it. Like, what if it's true? Like, what
I
he
think we
says?
should have fucking riots because
I
our
think-
media lies. Like I think we
He,
should fucking
what
be
I'm
writing
saying
all
to you,
fucking
let's play devil's advocate and say
365.
that
yeah.
Donald Trump did incite it. Said, "Yo, go do it,"
Then he should be
and
put in jail.
because
I don't
the
think-
election was rigged, and here's
Did he
the proof.
say go do it?
If he
No.
incited
I'm saying, like,
violence, he should
hypothetically.
be put in jail. If he incited violence,
Even
But I
if
don't-
he is right about
well, of
it
course.
being
I
rigged,
mean, that's a legal problem. Like if you incite violence, that's a offense. That's illegal right now. Can't incite violence. You can't go on Twitter.
Anything?
There's exceptions to
protest-
free speech.
Well, there's a difference between protest and a riot, George.
Yeah.
I know, but they're making it seem like.
Yeah,
what
maybe
I'm trying to
some
say is,
stories are-
they're one day they're gonna take protesting and they're gonna make it as bad as it's a riot is.
Okay, that I see too.
Do you know what I'm saying? Watch.
Yeah,
It'll be stretched to that point.
Absolutely.
they're gonna say peaceful protests are now like rioting.
They're already saying it.
They're
They already
moving the
started with-
goalposts.
They already started. It's already happening.
Wow. Yeah.
I have so many clips like this.
This is good. Yeah.
This is the beginning was fucking
It
everywhere.
was fucking hilarious, though.
I don't know what else we can talk about. We barely talked about the cat thing in this one, but there's plenty in the other videos.
I'm telling you, it's hard. I didn't really follow it too well, so it was very hard to like remember everything from the 3-hour interview. He dropped so much.
We got all the
information.
major topics.
Okay, good. I feel like we didn't.
Thank you guys. Peace out.
Peace
We'll
out.
see if this